Welcome to the Making Things Simpler, where we explore the fascinating stories hidden inside everyday objects. Today, we re-looking at something you've probably never paid much attention to, that tiny little pocket inside your jeans. It's small, easy to ignore, and honestly, most people don't even know why it's there. But that tiny pocket has a surprisingly interesting story. Take a look at your jeans. Inside the larger front pocket, there's a smaller one stitched neatly along the edge. It almost feels decorative, but it wasn't designed just for style. In fact, when jeans were first created in the 19th century, that little pocket had a very specific and practical purpose. The story begins in 1873, when Levi Strauss and Jacob Davis patented riveted denim work pants. These jeans were built for hardworking men, miners, cowboys, railroad workers, people who needed durable clothing that could survive harsh environments. At that time, wristwatches didn't exist yet. Instead, men carried pocket watches. These watches were valuable and fragile, and they needed protection while working long hours in rough conditions. That's where the small pocket came in. It was originally called the watch pocket, positioned slightly higher inside the main pocket. It provided a snug and secure space to keep a pocket watch safe. It prevented the watch from scratching, falling out, or getting damaged during physical labor. It was a clever solution to a very real problem. As time moved forward, fashion and technology began to change. By the early 20th century, wristwatches became more popular. Especially after World War I, soldiers found wristwatches more practical than pocket watches, and soon the trend spread everywhere. The original purpose of the little watch pocket started to fade, but interestingly, the pocket never disappeared. Even though people stopped carrying pocket watches, denim manufacturers kept the small pocket as part of the jeans' original design. Over time, it found new uses. In the 1950s and 60s, people used it to hold coins, matchbooks, or small notes. In the 70s and 80s, as jeans became a symbol of rebellion and youth culture, the pocket remained, now more as a traditional design element than a necessity. As decades passed, the little pocket adapted again. Some people used it to store lighters, others kept guitar picks in it. With the rise of digital technology, it became a convenient spot for USB drives, memory cards, or even wireless earbuds. It may be small, but it is surprisingly useful for items you want to keep separate from the rest of your pocket. Beyond practicality, the little pocket also became symbolic. It represents the history of denim itself, a reminder that jeans were originally workwear, built with purpose and durability in mind. Even today, when jeans are more about fashion than function, that tiny pocket connects modern wearers to the rugged American West of the 1800s. In recent years, vintage fashion has made a strong comeback. Many people now appreciate clothing with historical authenticity. The little pocket is one of those small details that gives jeans character. It shows that design isn't random, it evolves. What began as a practical solution for protecting pocket watches became a permanent feature of one of the most iconic pieces of clothing ever made. Some brands have even experimented with updating the pocket for modern needs. A few companies have adjusted its size slightly to better fit small tech gadgets. Others have reinforced it for added durability. Yet most jeans still keep the pocket almost exactly as it was over a century ago. That's what makes it fascinating. In a world where fashion constantly changes, this tiny pocket has survived generations. It has outlived pocket watches, adapted through cultural shifts, and remained stitched into billions of pairs of jeans worldwide. Next time you put on your jeans, take a second to notice that small pocket. It may look insignificant, but it carries over 150 years of history. It's a reminder that even the smallest design details often have a meaningful story behind them. Sometimes the simplest things hold the most interesting histories. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the history of the little pocket on jeans. If you enjoyed discovering the story behind this tiny detail, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay curious, because even the smallest things can have the biggest stories.